Take sex. We used to think it was pretty straightforward. X and a Y chromosome for males, 2 X's for females. But we see more combinations than that in real life.
There are only 2 possibilities. XX, a girl, or XY, a boy. The chance of becoming either a boy or a girl is always 1 in 2. A 50-50 chance either way.
So perhaps a person could have a male brain in a female body and a female brain in a male body, or the other way around. But there are people who identify as both genders, or neither gender, or a combination of the two. And it turns out you can't identify the gender of a brain just by looking at it.
Well, is that a biologically determinist argument? Yes or no? So what are we saying? You can be a man born in a woman's body, and that's biological. But if you're a woman born in a woman's body, that's socially constructed. It's like, really? That's supposed to be an argument?
But there are lots of flavors to sexuality.
Come on, Vanilla. Nobody wants just one flavor of ice cream.
I do.
Haven't you ever wanted to be in a Neapolitan?
I can't.
Come on, it's natural. All natural cocoa.
And strawberry fresh from the field. It's so creamy and delicious. Big ice cream in the sky, help me. It's good.
It's like...
Getting it?
That was cool, wasn't it?
What would you do if your 8-year-old son told you he wanted to be a girl?
Right now, in the perfect world, she'd go to sleep with her penis and then wake up with a vagina.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A mommy.
Would you believe this 11-year-old girl was biologically a boy?
I am definitely a girl.
An increasing number of children are being brought up as the opposite sex. What happens when your son becomes your daughter?
You look like a beautiful little girl.
I can't even imagine a girl standing right there in the mirror like that, because this is who I am.
Sure, this might make things confusing for those who insist everyone pick an M or an F. But people, we have to listen to the science. And the science says we're all on a spectrum.
All white people are racist, all men are misogynistic, all cisgender people are transphobic, all members of a majority are biased against the members of the minority or oppressed group.
Look at the transgender situation. If you can persuade people they're discriminated against and they are victimized, you can get them into a situation where they feel offended by more and more things. It's not about justice, it's not about inclusion, it's about exclusion on behalf of basically an agenda. If people feel that they're in the wrong body, that's none of my business. Good luck to you, mate. But that's when it starts. If you're trying to sell the idea that there is no biological difference between men and women, well, you're on a loser, because you can't win that debate. But if you silence the opposition, then you don't have to win the debate. Of course, there is no debate. And now suddenly, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't have this opinion, you can't have that opinion. If you're a parent and you don't like what's being taught to your kids at school, then you're a bigot and you're a transphobic, because you're getting in the way of the agenda. But what's happening, especially with children and the young, is they're being encouraged to question sexuality when they weren't questioning it before. We now have lists of letters, like a game of Scrabble, to describe self-identity. I am an LBGTG. The smaller the minority, you go to the top of the hierarchy of political correctness. You who call yourself a different race, you will call yourself a different sex, you call yourself a different gender. There's just more and more fault lines to divide and rule us.
Okay, so it's another tool created to divide us.
To divide us, and it's also deeper than that.